try to tell Louis that he can either fight the battle or he can build the palace, but not both. He tells them that it's not important to fight the Dutch because something terrible dialogue is terrible at explaining the plot. Louis goes to confront the queen at last about her baby. Louis says, "Do you know what Socrates had to say about marriage?" He said, "By all means marry, philosopher." And which of the Socratic works did you get that from? That well-known treatise, memorablequotes.com? No one cares, but I had to do it. This is actually a quote attributed to Socrates by Diogenes Laertius. The question was once put to him by a man whether he would advise him to marry or not, and he replied, "Whichever you do, you will repent it." Louis says to the queen, "Do you imagine this William of Orange in the north would see the king and his country as anything other than weak, debased, a laughingstock? Yeah, of all the people you're betraying right now, didn't you consider the feelings of William of Orange?" Some historically inaccurate singing. In this time of angst, Louis turns to the one man he can count on, Gardner. To know the seed is to know the root. To know the root is to know the tree. And the king shall have his orange blossom. Deep. Seriously, if this guy doesn't turn out to be doing some kind of Garrick, like, "I'm just a humble gardener" routine. Meanwhile, Brother Guy whips out the handkerchief of seduction, carmelite and lavender, Persian silk. But a crying maid tells the brother the details about the queen's baby in the hopes that he will put her somewhere to protect her from Louis's crazy henchman who has kidnapped the child and is trying to kill everyone who knows about it. The brother gives her his handkerchief, which seems weird because didn't we just establish that it surely costs 500,000? If this show is too lazy to say what currency was used back then, so am I. Dollars. The evil henchman and period maid, meanwhile, are going to kill the baby. Oh, come on, I know this is trash, but draw the line at a baby getting killed on screen. But suddenly, the king's butler dude bursts in and rescues the baby. Hurrah! Flashback to the previous king looking at the young Louis. King, who is that? Louis's mom. He is your son, Louis the 14th. Not before coronation, he's not. King, not yet, he's not. Thank you. Meanwhile, blonde dude is trying to convince brother guy that now is his time to shine. Blonde dude, this is your moment to shine, my love. Literally. So the brother guy marches into the battle planning room all dramatic, only to have Louis ignore him once again. Meanwhile, some of the hater nobles are plotting plots. Nobles say, no matter what, the building of Versailles must be stopped. Yep, that's the best plot you can come up with. Here the subtitle said, operatic singing drowns out speech. You better believe I'm onto this. So apparently this song was composed in 1684, but this show is supposed to be set in 1667. In 1667. You tried, show. Now they appear to be having some kind of jewelry exhibition, but the king is not there because he's bonking some lady, and I can't tell all these ladies apart, so I just realized that that woman is supposed to be his brother's wife. Oh, of course it is. Meanwhile, the brother goes to the exhibition dressed like a lady, and some dude laughs at him, so he beats him up. And Louis is all, "Have you lost your mind?" And brother is like, "You think it's hard to be a king? Try being a king's brother for a day." Thanks, Loki. Louis says, "I've never given you anything other than my love and respect." Brother says, "Is that what you say to yourself while you're having sex with my wife?" Louis says, "Someone has to." I laughed so hard, I think I startled my neighbor. Then we're in the battle planning room again, while the brother dude is complaining again that Louis won't let him lead the battle, and Louis is like, "Yes, I will." So what part of that previous scene where they were fighting each other led to this change? I don't know. Meanwhile, the evil henchman finds the brother's handkerchief on the crying maid and realizes he knows about the baby. Dun dun dun. Except that kind of never goes anywhere, so never mind. What is going on with the food here? It's like a tower of candy. Then Louis goes to hang out with his only friend, the butler. Louis, pull up a chair. Louis says, "Pull up a chair." I said a chair, not a stool. A chair with arms. Butler, only a king may sit next to his majesty in a chair with arms. Yeah, forget about the eye stabbing and baby killing for a second. It's time to focus on the real scandal. A chair with arms. And there's this quote which is like, "They will write stories about this place of wonder, but when they do, I fear those that hear it might not believe it, and think it some kind of fairy tale." Oh, look at that! The Troy defense of terrible historical fiction. Louis said, Louis says, "We must lay our own foundation here." Butler says, "Why here, sire?" Louis says, "Because I will not be the king of Paris. I know who I am. I am Louis XIV. I am king of France." The dialogue is so terrible. It is actually amazing.